Just saw Split. James McAvoy.
M. Night Shyamalan.
Not that good. I don't imagine I'll get any warmer on this.
Hot Starts 2017.
It's just like, it was marketed as like a scary movie.
There's a lot to talk about, actually.
I mean, honestly, it was kind of funny in a lot of ways.
Which I wasn't sure if I was like supposed to be laughing.
And it was very dark, and like it didn't match these tones together very well.
No, I think M. Night has always been, home run or like strikeout.
Yeah,
I think
that's a good way to define his career. Like, obviously you have The Sixth Sense, and you have something like this. This is actually one of his more middle range movies.
It wasn't the worst.
It definitely is not the worst of his filmography, but maybe we'll change our minds in 2 days. I don't know.
I don't think so.
I was excited to get back into watching movies, but
It was a disappointing start, but that's okay. But it's gonna be fine.
well, we'll
bounce
see
back.
you guys in the new studio. That's it. All right, you know how we do it. Hey guys, welcome back to Real Talk. After a long hiatus, we're now starting season 2 in our new studio. I'm Tyler Funderburk. I have my co-host with me, Jake Phillips.
That's me.
World's greatest co-host,
Check the
actually.
mug.
And normally we'd have a guest, but this time we don't.
Nah, it feels.
It does feel kind of empty over there.
It does.
So I'm basically Conan.
I'm excited for this.
And you're my Andy Richter at this point.
Yeah, I've kind of admitted to myself I'll be playing second fiddle for the rest of my life.
This week, we ended up seeing Split with James McAvoy, directed by M. Night Shyamalan.
It's James McAvoy, but Tyler has decided it's going to be McAvoy, so
I really should learn how to say his name.
I'll preface that.
It wasn't that good.
No?
I sat on it for 2 days, came back, and I just really didn't like it that much. I have a lot of things that I'd like to say about it. 5 things in particular.
I don't know if we have exactly 5.
I
Don't
haven't.
throw out specifications like that, man. People count.
All right. Well, for the first thing, I'd like to start off and give it maybe a little bit of a good review in the sense that James McAvoy did a great job.
Terrific job. He kind of had to. With the role that he was asked to play, it's hard to play 8 people all at once.
Exactly.
But I think the way he did it, and you could tell he really dedicated himself to it, I think that was it was incredible.
So for those of you who haven't seen a trailer or anything, the Split personalities, he's got 23 distinct.
Plus or minus 1.
And you only kind of see 8 throughout the film. The other ones never really come up, but he does a really good job at sort of distinguishing each one. You almost kind of feel like it's its own different person.
Yeah, you do feel a different character every time he switches personalities.
You got little facial twitches and even just the way his posture is.
And there were laughable moments in this movie that shouldn't have been laughable.
Oh my god, it was actually.
But never when James McAvoy was involved was it a laughable moment.
I disagree. His little boy split personality was pretty funny.
Yeah, but they were jokes. They were
it was also there was stuff he had there were speeches that his woman character gave that were just really cringeworthy.
But he did a good job.
He did do a good job. Speaking of,
it was the writing.
Cringeworthy. The therapist character that he goes to, I don't understand. Maybe she just started acting, but she's probably 65. I don't know how if you're so old and that bad at your job, you should have had years and years of practice. But
she really could have held the movie together, but instead it kind of fell apart.
Right. It could have been a character that, you build this stability of the plot around. Not the case.
But not only was she bad at acting, her character was dumb.
And cried, which therapists, correct me if I'm wrong, aren't supposed to do. I thought they're supposed to be like a rock. But she's crying in every scene that
she cries in every scene.
Maybe that's every single scene.
Maybe that's her thing.
The Crying Therapist?
Or they were like, can you
Just-
cry on command? And she's like, so good at it.
That was the draw. You're hired. Yeah, she wasn't good. The main character tried to be some sort of Katniss Everdeen type,
Anna Taylor-Joy was that's the actress's name.
and it was Casey.
Casey.
And she was just an uninteresting character.
Which I don't know if that was more to the writing or if that was her.
I'm not sure. She's
I
probably
wouldn't say she did a bad job.
She's pretty, and so she'll probably end up being what is called a scream queen, where she's just going to be in like horror movies for her entire career.
Well, she
now.
also has she has kind of like the sad girl look.
Right, or just like the troubled, worried.
And kind of trendy. If you look at like her IMDb page, it's like Vogue.
Yeah, definitely shops at Zara, H&M.
Yeah.
Fast fashion.
Definitely.
I mean, she wasn't that great either.
I wouldn't say she did bad, but she wasn't the best.
And there was
actress.
a B plot with her character that borderline was just inappropriate for
Yeah,
her.
that was
It was
sad.
just not really, it seemed like a cheap ploy to me to like make it,
a darker movie.
and it was,
I'm disappointed in M. Night.
it really wasn't that good.
A lot of critics said this was good, and a lot of them said M. Night is back.
Right.
I don't think he's back.
I don't think
I think
he's back
honestly,
either.
he went to go to a game and went to the wrong stadium.
I don't get the metaphor.
Okay.
But I do want to
That's
hear
fine.
your score for the movie.
5.4.
Okay, that's pretty good.
What'd you give it?
5.8. So, I
Close.
mean,
I think those are both really fair scores.
yeah, so, I mean, just go ahead and say that it's an average movie, a movie that you should see maybe like on a Friday night when it's not in
A
theaters.
little slumber party movie.
Yeah. I mean, you do your head like this.
A little slumber party. You're like, oh guys, what are we doing? And they're like, we'll play some ping pong and then we'll go get a movie and get a slushie.
Mm-hmm.
Those
Please
are the
don't.
greatest nights of my entire life.
Don't ever do that again in my presence. Yeah, but there's just other movies that you could see that are deal
Yeah.
with the same subject matter. For example, you know, I'm a huge Dillis Villeneuve fan.
Dennis.
So, I said Dennis.
You said Dillis.
I said Dennis.
Well, run the tape.
Okay, it's real talk. We mispronounce names fairly often. So I would see Prisoners instead, and I'm sure you have another recommendation.
Prisoners is fantastic. Like better dark movie. I would suggest 10 Cloverfield Lane.
Deals with the box type. You're only in here, you know, for like you're only in this one setting for the entire movie.
Yeah.
and you have to 10 Cloverfield Lane and Prisoners like.
And the thing is like, get out. Like,
Nah, right,
you know,
and
that's the end goal.
this movie could have been 30 minutes shorter, and maybe it would have been better.
This movie
for
could have
that.
been 30 minutes shorter and better.
Yeah.
It was there.
It was there, but like we said,
It fell flat.
It fell
M.
flat.
Night, I'm disappointed.
well, we always got next week.
Yeah.
So that's it for us in the studio. We're gonna go hop in the car and talk about Matthew McConaughey and gold.
Chit chat a little bit.
I mean, not like in physical gold, but
I mean, I'd have a gold statue of Matthew McConaughey.
I mean, he does have one.
Good one.
All right. All right. Back again with the Sunday drives.
Yeah, couple things to address. We're
Not in Mustang.
We're not in the Mustang, which is a bit of a bummer. We're in one of Tyler's 12 cars. The Escape Silent Commission. Director won't let us use his car. Director's also not here. Tyler and I are trying to take our on-screen talent, put it into directing.
It's not working out.
It's been kind of rough.
Had some audio.
We've been doing this since 9 a.m. It's 4:30.
We've been doing this is an 8-hour job. Real talk is, but yeah, we. That's not what we're.
That's not what we're here for, though. We were asked to address it. We're here to talk about gold.
Gold, and I'm in a cul-de-sac.
We're at a dead end.
Anyway, so we're here to talk about gold. If you've heard anything about it, you know the main draw is old M squared Matthew McConaughey. All right. And yeah, it's about him. He plays a character called Kenny Wells. Find some gold in Southeast Asia.
Yeah.
Then apparently a bunch of Wolf of Wall Street stuff goes down. he tries to fraudulently sell stocks or something. I mean, it just kind of seems like one of those movies, you know, it's like half like Gold Adventure Rush type deal, and then half another cul-de-sac.
dead? Oh, come on. Okay. So the director, Stephen Goffman, I think his name is, he's a really good writer. He's got an Oscar nominee for Syriana, which he wrote, and he has an Oscar winner in Traffic, which he wrote. But his directing talent has yet to be proven, really.
And we've seen before, writers can transition into directors fairly easily. It's not something that's crazy. A lot of writers want to direct our own stuff, but like you mentioned, he didn't write this.
No, but he had no part in writing this. So we'll see how it goes. The pre-screenings did not produce very good results.
Yeah, the critics so far haven't really enjoyed this movie.
But
we tend to disagree with them.
We tend to disagree with them. Also, I just kind of want to go see an entertaining movie, you know?
Yeah.
If it's a little lower than something like War Dogs, I'm not going to be mad about it.
Right.
You know?
I mean,
I think that's the type of story we could get.
I'm thinking it might be something that we kind of like, but we have some things to say about. But on the other hand, I mean, there's some times where, you know, these movies could be a sleeper hit. So
yeah. So we'll see it, and then we'll tell you what we think about it.
And that will be
next Wednesday's show.
First, you wanted to mention something about social media.
Oh, follow us on Twitter. That is new for this season. It'll be here or wherever the little
it'll be down.
Graphic
It'll be
shows up.
somewhere.
But follow us on
link.
Twitter. We're trying to keep you all updated on movies, trying to keep it fun and light.
Do a little drawing here and there.
No political stuff will be on there.
Okay, good. Very good. Yeah, so we'll see the show next Wednesday at noon?
Yeah, we'll see you there.
Noon?
Noon.
Not midnight?
Not midnight.
Okay.
All right.
We'll see you there.